I was hoping this would have the little kid intro.
What do you mean?
You know, on rap songs, they're like,
Damn. I kind of like this, James.
oh, yeah, that's right. We're getting into our headline segment.
It's the latest and greatest in the world of espresso, and we'll start off with James. What do you got for us?
Okay, well, let's see here. Here in, Joy, this is the technology edition. People have been tapping into iPhones without others' permission. Right? No, that's a scary bug, right? Through group FaceTime, you can listen to the audio of another person's phone.
Uh-oh.
All without you hearing your jolly old ringtone. The Apple feature is currently disabled, and the guy who created this is likely unemployed. And the only sound that his phone will make from now on is probably droid.
What was your go-to ringtone, James?
My go-to ringtone, let's see here. Am I a little bit bye. Yeah, and we're always in sync, so I figured it'd fit.
Right. Well, thanks for that, James. And you know who wasn't in sync last night? We'll make our way over to Bankers Life Fieldhouse. It was a gold out at Bankers Life, but Pacers fans wound up leaving feeling, well, a little blue. After the Warriors destroyed the Pacers 132-100, Chef Curry cooked up a tasty 26 points and picked a good Boogie Cousins to roll to the basket for 22 points of his own. Up next, Nate McMillan's squad heads to our nation's capital to try their best Donald Trump impression and shut down Washington. The latest coming up at 11.
I heard the Warriors wore the Oladipo T-shirts, and, well, they whipped up a little ass, didn't they?
Right. It was their city last night, you could say.
Yeah, gold out, a golden shower all over the Pacers arena.
Oh, don't go there, Mrs. Molinard. She doesn't want to hear that.
Excuse me.
Thank you very much, James. We also have a special correspondent in studio today, Raymond. Mr. Raymond, go ahead with what you have for us.
Yes, hi. I have
Whoa, Mr. Raymond. Sorry about that. We had a mistake in the operation room.
Take two.
Is this live?
This is live TV. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Raymond.
Is this okay?
This is fine. We can hear you just fine.
We're good.
Out here in Orlando.
He's working
He's a road
today.
correspondent. Yes.
I'm on location in Orlando at Universal Studios, where there's reports of a woman suing Universal Studios for fat shaming because she was too big to push down the bar on her roller coaster ride.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Continue.
Universal Studios was like, that's not fat shaming. We just couldn't push the bar on you. We cared about your health and life and stuff. That's all that it was. And she's like, well, my feelings are hurt, so I'm going to sue you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Universal Studios, to try to ease the tension on some of this, gave this woman free vouchers for free food.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Except for the health.
That's the
they
problem.
were like, yeah, we don't care about you. Go get all the free food that you want.
No more roller coaster issue there.
Yeah. They know exactly what she wants. That's it. That's it for me. Back to you, James and Joy.
Thank you, Raymond. 2019 summed up in one sentence there. My feelings are hurt. I'm going to sue you. That's what it comes down to.
Or just elephant ear. How about that?
Elephant ear.
All right, so that's starting out. This is Shot 53. That's starting out with headlines. We got a few folks last week that said, yeah, let's hop into headlines when you guys start the show. And so that's what we did. I liked it. The special correspondent that we had, the other voice that you heard, was the voice of Ray Hensley.
Hello.
Hey, Ray.
I'm going to still do that voice the whole time.
We got Gay Ray in studio finally.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I prefer Flamin' Raymond. So.
There we go. Right. That was a nickname for you, correct?
Yes, it was. It was awesome.
How long? Is that still?
No. And I hope not. Sounds like it is.
Maybe.
No, I got the call that by my buddies in high school.
Were they your buddies, or were they?
They were, bully buddies.
Okay, so you told your mom they were your buddies, but you knew that they were kind of...
Yeah, no, I mean, I am addicted to food now because of that. So, I'm dealing with it my own way. But, yeah, they were my friends. They were the cool kids, and I wasn't. So, no. No, my friends, like buddies, they roast each other and stuff. So they started calling me Gay Ray because it rhymed. So that means that I'm gay.
Right.
Because my name rhymes with it. So.
Of course. That's naturally how it works.
Yeah. So this is a true story. As I said... I'm going to go by Raymond now, my junior in high school. My buddies, some of my buddies were like, yeah, we're still going to call you Gay Ray. And I was like, well, I want to be Raymond now. So the teacher goes, hey, Ray. And I was like, it's Raymond. It's Raymond now. Yeah. And then I kid you not, 2 weeks later, my friends, they started calling me Flamin' Raymond.
Oh.
Which is
a little bit of a backfire.
Way worse, I think. So I was like, let's go back to Gay Ray. We'll just do that.
GR. Gay Ray. Yeah,
Ray Hensley in the house.
Yep.
Yeah. Indy comedian. Been doing it for how long?
4 years.
4. And he's headlining this weekend at Joker's. Both nights. Friday, Saturday.
Talented, so.
8 p.m. Get your tickets. Follow him on everything. Ray Hensley Comedy, right?
Yes, at Ray Hensley Comedy on most things. Except for Twitter.
Not all things. No, what's Twitter then?
At Danger Comedy, because at Ray Hensley Comedy wouldn't fit for my username.
Why Danger?
Because I'm a badass. I post real dangerous stuff all the time, so.
I remember we were talking about this before we got on, and back when I was at Indy, me and Ray would go back a long ways. So it's funny that Ben, now you're doing stand-up, you come
small
in with
world,
Ray.
huh?
Definitely small world. But I had a show that I did there at Indy, and I was trying to get different type of guests, comedians, everything like that. And Ray was one of my first guests on that show. So we've come full circle here.
I remember the first time we saw, me and you went to go watch some stand-up at Morty's. And he opened and hosted.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I was like...
And he was like, I think this guy's gay.
I get it. I gel my hair and stuff, and, whatever.
So how's, it's funny, me and Ben talked to Miss Pat before, comedian Miss Pat.
Oh, yeah.
And
she's hilarious.
She's great, but we were asking her about the comedy scene in Indy, and she was like, what scene? There ain't no comedy scene in Indy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty funny, but I kind of disagree. Things are going well for you.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah. I enjoy some of the open mics and stuff right here. I get work at most of the clubs that have been in this city, so I think it's going good.
Yeah, and you
for somebody like at Miss Pat's level or something like that, maybe it's not what she's looking for like crowd wise and stuff like that to try out jokes. But
like, there's no group of people in Indy that just go out to see comedy every night. Like, you go to Chicago or New York,
right.
There's like I don't know how many thousands of people are like, let's go to the club tonight. There's nothing here because, you got to invite people. Or there's no built-in following, really.
Or they'll wait for you to do like a real show. So my friends and family and fans or whatever are going to come see me do 5 minutes at an open mic when they know that they can wait and see me actually do prepared material on like weekends at Joker's or wherever.
It's probably like a 30-minute set or something, right? 15, 20, 30?
Right. So why would they want to come see me do 5 minutes at an open mic when I'm reading out of my book and lots of uhs and ums and not funny and
just trying to figure shit out.
Just straight up eating it on stage.
Do you guys do weed?
Do you guys do weed? Or?
But
cool
you also you and Ben were both in South Bend.
Why is your leg always up?
Dude, I can't.
He's got problems, man. He's like he's just one of those guys that you feel like at a house you'd be like, can you just sit down?
Every clip I've ever seen of this podcast, his leg is up in the air, and he's wearing sweatpants. I'm glad he dresses up and looks nice for you guys.
Well, we really missed the summertime when it was warm out. He wears shorts, and then he draws a smiley face on his knee.
It looked like I was holding a baby. Shit, almost fell down right here.
Yeah.
So he put the smiley on his knee to wave hi to the camera, and people like that. So.
I don't think I can get my foot even anywhere near the height.
It's yoga, man. It's yoga.
Have you ever tried yoga, Ray?
No, I have not. I don't know. I haven't
either.
I feel like
you guys need to get in a class.
I feel like being bent over like that, like I would not be able to breathe. You know what I mean?
That'd be pretty tough, yeah.
Like, you ever try to like bend over and like pick up or like tie your shoes? You can like hold your breath and stuff. Like,
it's almost to the point I have to like lift my leg up because I'm like, I don't want to bend down that far. So I'm gonna meet you halfway.
Yeah, I usually like spread my legs out farther and then go down.
It makes it a shorter distance.
It makes it a shorter distance.
Or just take a knee. The classic take a knee.
Or
tie
the
one
take the
shoe,
knee part. But then I need like 4 points of contact to stand up after that.
Yeah.
So I have to like prepare for it. I have to bring a chair over or something. something, and
right, do it by the dining table, in the front room.
And then I have to make sure there's no cuties watching, you know what I mean? So I can go down and not look like an idiot. Mm-hmm. And then my face is all beet red, so hopefully there's poor lighting. It's just good times being a big dude, I guess.
Right, yeah. I mean, but you're a confident guy. I always get that. I always get that impression, even seeing you on stage. Listening to you interviewing you, talking. I'm like, you know what? This guy's just confident in who he is. Does that work for you? With the ladies or anything?
Yeah, I do.
That?
I do pretty good. No. I'm like super confident. I'm cleaning up, dudes. Yeah, I'm just.
We heard you got a crush.
Oh yeah. You want to do that now?
Yeah. Like a little bit, kind of.
I don't know. We don't have to.
No, it's fine.
I don't know. Yeah, she's a cool chick.
So what do you? I mean, this weekend, she's a cool chick. We'll just leave it at that. It's fine.
Good.
This weekend, though, this is like 4 years in the making, right? Like this is your.
Yeah. No, this is. I am super nervous about this weekend.
But you're excited, though, right?
But I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready to rock it. But at the same time, like this is a headlining weekend in front of my home crowd, which would be my first of doing it here. So I mean, I'm excited. I'm pumped. There's a lot of emotions going on.
You filming it and everything too? It's like a special.
I'm not recording a special, but I'm gonna have some cameras there so I can
throw it up on YouTube.
So I can dice up some of it and like have like clips for it. Yeah. And I can use those for festivals or whatever. And
right.
If it's good enough, probably won't be, but if it's good enough, I don't know, maybe like put like 30 minutes of it on a CD or something like that and try to sell that at shows. I don't know.
CDs.
CDs. What are you kids calling it now?
Player.
Maybe put it on a couple cassettes and dish them out after the performance.
You guys bring your Walkmans?
Shit my dad
you guys got your 8-track players in your car still? So what do you guys call it now? What is it called now?
I mean, maybe we should look at more of a digital platform. It'd probably be,
yeah, right.
Apple Podcasts.
That's fair.
Like he's 78 years old.
I said CDs this weekend, and like that crush girl, I guess, she called me out on it too. And I was like, well, what is it called? And she just ignored me.
Crush girl?
That's what I'm going to call her now.
CD.
Her name's Crush Girl.
What's up, Crush?
I know she's going to listen to this. So Crush Girl, what's up, Crush Girl?
Speaking of CG, you went to Center Grove, right?
Yes.
That's
I went to Center Grove.
Where you grew up down there on the south side, just like us, pretty much? Or Ron Galley guys.
Oh, really?
If you don't know. Ron Galley.
I didn't know we were bragging about money, but all right.
Center Grove's richer than Ron Galley.
Yeah, but it is. Not me, though. I grew up in like a trailer park.
Oh, yeah. What is this called? The Center Grove Estates?
Yeah, now it used to be called Friendly Village.
Friendly Village. That's what it is.
That's what it used to be.
Estates.
Yeah, they call it.
What is that, Bargersville?
No, it's County Line and.
Oh, yeah. I've been past those.
Peterman? What is it? County Line and Berry Road or something like that?
Yeah.
It's around there. But yeah, they call it Center Grove Estates now, which is just the biggest slap in the face to all of the mansions they have around that whole building.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to.
Did you trick or treat in there? Did you go to like
we
one
cleaned
of the
up
bad
in trick or treat? Yeah.
In the trailer park?
Oh yeah, there was. Because those
dish out the king
like
size?
a wild
those people
shit.
are clearly no good with their money, so they give out like good candy.
Or you never know what could pop in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going through your candy. Oh, there's a syringe here.
I've cut myself on many syringes.
Yeah.
Trick or treat, trick or treat. Here's some heroin.
So, do you like Center Grove? Do you like your experience there?
I like Center Grove. Yeah, it's a cool school, I guess.
Why am I always thinking that Center Grove people are just such douchebags? Kind of. Is that just a general thing? And like,
what do you think about Ron Collins people?
I think we all
Catholic
think that.
people.
I think everybody thinks that about like every school
exactly. Yeah,
around Central Indiana.
That's probably
you know
true.
what I mean? Like everybody always thought that Center Grove was like the snobby school, but Carmel's 45 minutes away, and they're richer than Center Grove. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do remember in high school, the Greenwood High School and Center Grove, they're only like 15 minutes apart. They had like this big rivalry in basketball, and then there's a basketball game where the Greenwood kids started chanting condom. They started spelling out condom whenever we did our Trojan chant. So it sounded like Trojan condom, Trojan condom.
Nice.
Yeah. And all the Greenwood fans got kicked out of the game. It was pretty funny.
Perfect. Just some clean,
Can you even do
clean
that
Southside fun.
Can you do that anymore at like high school basketball games?
Dude, I don't even want to imagine going to a high school basketball game.
They have the kid that just got in trouble at Center Grove.
I don't want to imagine being in high school
That was
anymore.
at Center Grove, right?
Wasn't that your son?
Why? Because he's fat? Oh, I hope he's not listening because that's rude. He's a kid, and I'm like, he's fat, right?
He made fun of the seizure kid, so he's got it coming to him.
That's a good point. Fat piece of shit. I'm just kidding.
No, but being in high school right now, I mean, you see what happened with like the Covington Catholic kid, the Center Grove kid with the seizure. Man, I mean, you're just bound to get in trouble.
Yeah, no, there's
for all the stupid shit that we all did. back when we were younger,
Yeah.
you're just bound to blow up and get in huge trouble.
No, me and him were talking about that because me and him say some pretty crazy stuff to each other over text message. And I was just like, man, if somebody ever gets a hold of our text messages, neither of us are ever going to be famous.
That's for anybody. That's for anybody, though.
Yeah, I mean,
show me the man, I'll show you the crime.
Right? Yeah, I mean, if you look back on anybody, like what Kevin Hart got in trouble for saying something like 10 years ago.
It's crazy.
If you look back on anybody 10 years ago, you're going to find something that they said that was wrong, or somebody's going to get offended by it. I mean, it's just, I don't know. The important thing is like,
is it tough for you as a stand-up? How does it affect your material like other people?
There's certain stuff that I've learned throughout doing comedy that I'm not supposed to talk about. By making those mistakes, like he used to have a joke where I made fun of big girls in yoga pants, and then I had a female comic tell me to fuck off at the show, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not doing that joke ever again anyway. Then so it's just kind of like, I don't know. You just learn by doing. Yeah.
Do you kind of soft toss it out there, kind of gauge the reaction, and then walk it back, or you're just like, we're doing this?
Yeah, I'm not really one of those comics that are just like, so like I say, and I don't say anything like real quiet on stage. Like I'm typically like real confident out there. So if I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say it, and then whatever happens after I get off stage happens after I get off stage. But I also don't think that I'm like a super offensive comic. Like I have certain stuff that I will dance around. But I don't
pride yourself.
I don't pride myself on talking about hot topics, and you know what I mean. Like
right.
I always dick around stuff, but I won't.
I always felt like the best kind of comedy that I like is and the safest way to go about it is what's going on in your life, but twisted to be more of a joke / be more generalized. Does that make sense? Like,
no, for sure. I talk about me mostly.
Right.
You come up and I'm talking about, you know what I mean, where I've worked, what I'm doing right now, like with my body, and
what are you doing with your body?
I'm doing fat stuff with my body.
Not being able to tie your shoes and
right, building momentum to get off the couch. You know, I mean, that kind of shit. You know, but no, so I mean, I talk a lot about me and like stuff that's happened in my life more than I talk about politics. I don't ever talk about politics. I don't ever talk about.
Is it kind of easy for like? It seems like a cop out to me.
To what? Make fun of politics? I just don't.
It seems like a cop out, and it seems
like a year it's going to get old. You can't use it anymore.
Not even a year. Some of this stuff.
But then also,
because you got that dude that's in the White House now, Trump. It's like every other week he's got something that's like huge and you see a million comics throughout all of America making the exact same joke. So none of it's original. Like it might be original in your head, but.
And people that don't want to hear about politics tune out immediately.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you can talk about something broad and everybody will stick to it. You know
I've always been a believer, and so many folks, especially now, and it's funny that we're going to talk to Brent Terhune here coming up because, I mean, he kills it with his character that he's created.
Right, but his is original idea. Like, I think there's a big difference between him doing that and then a regular comic getting up there and just be like, see what Trump did?
No, absolutely. But it's just funny that we're talking about it and that he's going to be coming on because, I mean, he's just blowing up with it and it's funny satire stuff. We get to him. I want to, this is good stuff. But I just always think that I've fallen back into the approach of like the Johnny Carson approach of, 50% of your audience or more, once you go one side or the other, is going to tune out, is going to be pissed off. I mean, you turn on any late night sketch comedy show now,
it's all Trump, dude.
I mean, Jimmy Fallon, like, this is like...
I can't even watch SNL anymore.
This is like 4 years running with Jimmy Fallon that the first joke of the monologue is going to be about something that goes on with... Politically. Right. And it just wears.
We did a show like 2 weekends ago, and the girl that opened or started the show did a whole thing about politics. We were like, okay, here we go. Let's ramp this crowd back up.
But like her opener, she snagged the crowd and grabbed a hold of him, and it was funnier than shit. And then like her next thing was like, "Can you believe it?" And then just started talking about it, and you could just see the whole crowd just
like if you want to,
they just lost.
Go be a correspondent for CNN, like you know what I mean? Like get into that field. I'm like, what you're saying? Just we want to be there. People want to be there to escape, to laugh, to have fun. And it's just not fun.
That's why I don't do it, and I'm a dummy. I don't pay attention to any politics. Now, I learned I didn't know for the longest time what side of the fence that Obama was on. I had to ask a girl before.
You guys are two peas in a fucking pod.
Don't ask me.
Yeah,
Still.
before he finished his last term, I asked this girl, I was like, "What's Obama? Is he Republican or Democrat?" She's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "I don't know."
Yeah. No,
I'm a straight white male. Where are my rights going? Come on, guys. Let's bump that.
Right. Yeah. Hell yeah. All of us in here. All right. We just definitely lost. We lost Crush Girl. We lost Crush Girl.
You should have just been like, "Hey, straight? That's what you."
Yeah. Toss it up. It's all right. We missed it both.
We lost Crush Girl? What does that mean?
Just because we were talking about...
Yeah, we lost everybody. We were talking about fucking politics.
Yeah, we were like, I hate talking about politics. Let's do it for 5 minutes.
But it wasn't about... You know how it goes.
Yeah. What did you guys vote for? I'm just kidding.
All right. Brent Terhune. You want to talk to him?
Hit him up.
All right. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, Brent. Yeah. What's up?
Hey, man. How are you?
You in a good spot? It sounds a little windy.
I'm just walking in my house right now.
He was just breathing real hard.
Perfect. Sorry, we're a couple.
I'm winded.
Sorry, we're a couple minutes behind.
Shoes?
Yeah, we got.
That's all right. I tried to race home, so I knew I'd be inside and at a good location. So.
All right.
Inside.
Cool. Well, we got it's me. It's Ben Polizzi. Like I said, we got Ray Hensley in here.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's a full studio, man. So what's up, man? How's everything going? How was the shows this past weekend?
It's good. I don't remember where I was in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it snowed all weekend, and we still had sold-out shows. I was with a guy named John Heffron, so
he's funny.
We did 3 shows on Saturday. It was great.
Awesome. It sounds like you got out just in the right time, man, with all this polar vortex shit that's going down up there.
Yeah, I was leaving my hotel, and I was staying in the same hotel as the Harlem Globetrotters, so I signed a couple autographs for those guys.
I was gonna say, man, you're blowing up with what's the official title of the redneck character? Is it just a redneck makes fun of Trump, or what is it?
Yeah, I guess it was. I mean, I just modeled after people burning jerseys and stuff, so I didn't change my name. Because I didn't think that far ahead, so I guess I'm stuck with Brent Terhune redneck, I guess, which I'm not at all.
I was going to say, I see a lot of your posts that you make about people who are just totally out of it and don't realize the satire.
People go crazy for those, man.
Have you gotten, like, death threats?
I mean, half-hearted death threats, nothing I ever took seriously, but I do get some messages of, hey, you better watch out, type stuff. So, but nothing I ever took seriously.
Is that like from the Trump administration, or is that just from people on Facebook?
That's more Facebook people. They could be undercover Trump people. You never know.
Right. Yeah.
Is it all on Facebook and YouTube?
Facebook and YouTube and now Twitter. I've gotten some people that have a whole bunch of followers that have retweeted it. And just last night, of course, I always misspell something because that's how people are. And I was getting, corrections. It's like, it's Y-O-U-R. And then people have to, it's like other people that like what I do, correct those people. I don't even have to do it anymore,
Right. So that's a pretty quick turnaround for you, though. And I know that you do weekend shows and you still have your stand-up act and everything, but I mean, every other day I feel like I check in Facebook or Twitter and you have another video that you've edited and shot and come up with. So is that more like improv stuff, or you like write it out when you're going into the redneck character?
I mean, I usually have written out certain points I want to hit, and then, if I don't think it's as funny as it should be, I'm always like, I'll probably come up with something on the fly, and I usually do. And maybe if it's not necessarily something that's pertaining to the subject, I always just, if the character says something funny, like, they say shrinkage ain't real, but I'm shriveled up over here, like something like that. That's the character. That's just funny if anybody said that,
Right. Yeah, I gotcha. So what's it like? I mean, all of us in the studio are from Indy. I know that you went to Roncalli. I know that I don't want to give too much into your past here, but I just know from knowing you and going to the same schools of you and everything like that, like going from starting off as like a local dude in Indy to now really popping off, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've had people now, because those videos come to the show on purpose. Usually they're there because it's comedy night. Now sometimes they come to see me. I had some people in Grand Rapids come out. So, I mean, that's all I ever wanted was to make these videos to facilitate people seeing me live. So it's always cool when people are fans, you know. You can have people that like you, but if they're fans and will have your koozie and take pictures of stuff like that and post it on their Facebook, that's really cool.
Hell yeah, dude! And I'm looking at it. You got the emotional support beer, and that's big for the big for the redneck out there who's loving on Trump. And I know it's a PBR logo, right?
Yeah, it's copyright. I know it's a copyrighted logo, but I think parody's fair game. So
it is.
But yeah, so it's just fun to have people like. Who would ever want to pay for something I did? That's crazy to me, you know. But people, it is. I mean, I'm just a guy that likes to tell jokes at the end of the day. So it's cool when people want to support you, you know.
Hell yeah, you can get that at BrentComedy.com. He's got the T-shirts. He's got the red and blue emotional support beer koozies.
All the videos on there too. Everything on there. Tour dates.
If you want to see. If you go to my website, there's links to everything. So whatever social media you like. So Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube are all on BrentComedy.com.
Yep, looking at it right now. And then you're going to be down at the Looney Bin in Little Rock this weekend, right?
Yeah, the comedy mecca of Little Rock, Arkansas. So.
I've heard that if you want to do stand-up, you got to get to Little Rock.
Yeah, that's
what I heard.
That's where you get your start.
Yeah, all roads to show business go through Little Rock, Arkansas.
I've heard like L.A. and New York are like the stepping stones, but Little Rock is where your final goal
You're driving
should be.
there? Are you driving there?
Yeah, I usually like to drive to all my stuff, but sometimes I'll fly. It just depends, but I'm driving tomorrow.
How does that process work too? Are you your own agent? Do you reach out? Do they reach out to you a little bit of both?
I mean, pretty much, I do most of my stuff, probably 99% of it, and a lot of it is who you know. So, you know, a lot of times people get jobs because a friend already works there, so that's kind of how it works in comedy, too. If I'm already working somebody and I recommend somebody else, you'd like to think that person will vouch for somebody that's, good, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, a lot of times it's just having friends take you or recommend you.
What do you like to do in the car, man?
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of podcasts like ESPRESSO or?
Do you do?
What's that?
I know it's real popular right now. The serial murder case podcasts. Are you into those?
Yeah, those are fun. If I'm looking to have very morbid thoughts on a car ride.
Right before a comedy show.
Right.
Let's tune in.
Yeah, I mean, there's that meme of somebody listening to murders on the way to work. I mean, that's essentially what I do sometimes. I listen to a Ted Bundy one, so then there's that documentary on Netflix that just came out, and who would have thought that guy was a real bad guy? But didn't see that coming.
That stuff's
or I'm a big pro wrestling fan, so I like ghost hunting, Bigfoot hunting, and pro wrestling. So pretty much I like all the fake things, but that's what I listen to.
Your whole life's just fantasy.
Hey, Brent, when you've got to go to the bathroom, are you more of a gas station guy or a rest stop guy?
Truck stop. Yeah, I'll do. I don't do like Speedway. That's it's chocolate sauce on the wall. That's what they do essentially. But
he's not wrong.
Truck stop, usually there's people there at night and it's well lit. And if I have to, a rest stop, but I've seen too many horror movies to know how that ends.
Right.
So, hey, you're walking into a Speedway, even though you said you don't go there to go to the bathroom. You get to pick one thing in the whole store for free. What are you getting?
Oh, I don't know. I usually get beef jerky, so I guess. I mean, I'm still making payments on the last beef jerky I bought.
Shit, man. Like $10.99.
How much money are you making now? Jeez.
Not enough for beef jerky.
That and trail mix. Why? Why is it so expensive?
I have no idea, dude.
It's a luxury.
It's like you go to a truck stop and you buy the big thing for $30. I'm like, I have $30, but not $30 of beef jerky money.
And it doesn't even last that long. It's like $30 for beef jerky, and then you finish it before you even get off the exit, back onto the highway.
Yeah, I'm throwing out the wrapper by the time I hit the interstate. I don't do that, but I don't litter. I eat it that much.
And you eat that little preservation packet thing too, and then you're done.
yeah, then I'm like, why do I feel so bad, but yet so fresh at the same time?
Hey, what would your name or your nickname be if you're in pro wrestling? What's your go-to?
If I was doing Mexican wrestling, I would be albino.
You gonna play with anything? I figured something would come from, you got red hair or something involved with that, like WWE. Is Royal Rumble WWE or what is that?
Yeah.
That's kind of the NFL of wrestling. So they just had the Royal Rumble on Sunday, and WrestleMania. I've been to 2 WrestleManias. So if you're going to be in
WrestleMania, what would your name be, or what would you? Yeah.
I think I would be Brent the Body Terhune. And usually people that have the body as their nickname have sculpted physiques, and I'm the complete opposite.
So you'd go, probably shirtless. What's the outfit looking like? You wearing a cape? You do anything wild?
I'd probably wear some kind of pants that are a bit camel toe-ish, if we're being honest.
Yeah, we want to see everything, all the creases. Yeah. For some reason, I pictured devil horns and you holding like a Triton thing. I don't know why. Why did I think of that?
I could do that. And wrestling, if you're a bad guy, you're called a heel. So I definitely could. I'd love to be a bad guy.
I could see you in one of those like onesies, like the Andre the Giant kind of thing.
Sparkly red though.
I can see
the nipple hanging out?
Yeah, with one nipple hanging out, and it's pierced.
CT and a pierced nipple, man. You're my favorite wrestler.
Pretty much I wouldn't have to change what I normally wear.
He's wearing that right now in the car.
Yeah. This is my podcast clothes. That's crazy.
All right, Brent. Well, we appreciate it, man. Appreciate the time. Love all your success and seeing you do so well. And for everybody, again, BrentComedy.com. That's got the tour, the schedule for them. You can go get your emotional support, beer, gear, and everything. So, again, we appreciate it, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Good talking to you guys and Ray. And anytime you want to have me back on, hopefully I didn't suck, and I'd love to be back on.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
we got you, man.
Talk to you.
Peace.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Bye.
He said, and guys and Ray.
You guys and Ray.
And
whatever he might
Ray.
be now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's questionable.
Brent Terhune, though?
Basically friends.
Yeah. He grew up
Ray?
in the same
Not
area.
Really.
Yeah.
I don't really like Ray either. Brent's a good dude. I do like Brent. He's funnier. He's a great stand-up. Very, very funny stand-up.
I haven't seen him do stand-up.
Oh, yeah. I've worked with him one weekend out in Wiley's in Dayton, Ohio.
I've interviewed him a couple times. Again, I know we grew up in the kind of same background, so I know of that. And then all of his social media, all the jokes that he puts on there are funny.
Yeah. No, his stand-up, he does. I mean, his album, he's got one out. It's called Mr. Turkey. It's fantastic.
I don't think I've ever seen him either.
He's
let's head out to Little Rock or whatever.
Road trip?
Well, he's everywhere. I mean, I'm looking. He's
at Crackers a lot.
He's at Little Rock.
Crackers comic.
He's at the Comedy Bar. I don't know where that is. He's in Michigan the weekend after that. He's in Wisconsin and Minnesota. I mean, so this dude's everywhere, especially around the Midwest. But have you ever performed at the Laugh Factory?
Right? I have not. No.
I think Brent has. I saw something there.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. Brent's way funnier than me.
I heard you get 3 minutes there, and it's in front of no one except for like one booker that you can't even see.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Show's at like 6 o'clock.
So there's literally nobody
If you
there.
impress the booker, he'll put you on probably a real open mic. That's what I heard from this dude from Chicago.
I did Zany's up in Chicago. I've not done the Laugh Factory, though. I want to, though.
Is that in California?
What, Zany's?
No, Laugh Factory.
Yeah, there's one. There's a few of them, I think.
New York.
Definitely Chicago,
LA.
Definitely LA. I don't know about New York.
So when there's just sorry, why am I so burpy
You gotta
when we
hit
do
that
this show?
cough button, man. Burp. That's what you need. Indigestion button.
Yeah, please.
Why was he coughing? I was burping, so why would I hit the cough button?
But when you do what'd you say? There's only one guy there? That's it? The booker?
It might have been a little exaggerated, but I don't think anybody's watching. At 6 p.m.
So you're just doing.
You just go and they want to see what you got.
Your
they want to see your
material.
stage presence, and they just
Well, that's legend has it. That's what you do if you audition for SNL. Like those folks who audition for SNL, it's like just Lorne Michaels and maybe one other guy.
I think Ben would be really good at that because he's used to no laugh.
Yeah, and we're used to no one being at open mic, so we'd both be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, we're used to this.
Because you listen
Just
to
a bartender.
You listen to
What's going on?
Jimmy Fallon and Dana Carvey and all these people who are just like, It was just Lauren. It was just, there's nobody else reacting. Like, you're just performing for Lauren, and he doesn't laugh, and nobody ever makes him laugh, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, that'd be weird. That'd be tough.
Yeah, I got to do that for America's Got Talent next Saturday.
Yeah, dude. Are you going out to L.A.?
Yeah, I'm going out to L.A. this next week. After, I leave. I do the Jokers on 1st and 2nd, then I leave on the 3rd. Then I have, an audition or, something on the 8th for America's Got Talent. And they said that you're only performing for the 3 executive producers or whatever. And they don't laugh. They're just taking notes the whole time. And I have to get up there and just be like, dick jokes, huh? Dude, and I have to be squeaky clean. And
because you have to wait when you're doing your act. Like, you have the punchline, and then you're hoping that there's some laughs. So then you kind of have to, let that live a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But when there's nobody laughing, you just got to
go. Yeah, you just got to go. But I don't know. I think it's going to be weird. I couldn't imagine what it's going to be like. I mean, I did my very first weekend ever featuring. I was for 2 people.
Where?
That was fun at Jokers.
Jeez.
At Jokers 3 years ago or something like that. That was fun.
You practice your stand-up for something like this with America's Got Talent?
No, I've not even thought about.
He's never done stand-up.
Yeah. I'm going to practice for the first time on 1st and 2nd when I'm headlining the club. But no, I did a headlining weekend a couple weeks ago up at the Drop in South Bend, and then now I'm doing this headlining
Saw that
weekend.
went very well.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. So, I mean, those 2 things have been really occupying my head the last couple weeks. As soon as this weekend's over, I'm going to sit down and try to think. I think I got to have 1.5 to 2 minutes of clean
straight
material.
Heat.
Of just straight heat, and
best stuff.
Most of my bits are 6-minute setup for nothing.
For a dick joke.
for a pun, a cheese pun. You guys like sandwiches or no?
So come out with that. America's Got Talent. So you guys like sandwiches or what?
I'm the caterer.
Oh man, well so that's next week as you're flying out there.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Are they flying you out there? Or do you have to do that yourself?
Yeah, I won the Joker Jam comedy competition.
Yeah.
And they pay up to $1,000 for my whole trip.
So puts a pretty good
all they've been willing to pay is the plane ticket, which costs $300. So I don't know.
What about that extra $700?
I don't know what that extra $700 is doing, but
one bag.
But I keep asking them. I'm like, hey, because I'm staying with a friend too while I'm out there because I have, I'm a pretty big deal. So I have LA friends, huh? It's no,
not Crush Girl. Noted.
No. But so I'm going out there. And I'm going to stay with friends, so they didn't have to pay for my hotel or anything. So I'm just like, so what are we going to do with this other $700? You guys want to rent me a car or something? They're like, no, we're not doing that. I'm like, okay, so I have $700 to spend. What are we going to spend it on? And they're being real frugal with my money. That's weird. But I don't know.
What would you spend it on? Just bank it?
I would like a car while I'm out there so I don't have to Uber everywhere I go.
Because those Ubers out in LA aren't going to be no joke.
Yeah, I'm sure they're everywhere though.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know. I've never been to LA, but I imagine it's gonna be pretty fun.
You have everything all booked up. You have
I got a bunch of shows. I got a bunch of shows listed for LA, and I got some in San Francisco and Oakland too.
Wow, a West Coast tour.
Yeah, I'm doing a week in LA and a week in San Francisco and Oakland. And then I have to drive back from Oakland because my last show is Saturday night at 11 o'clock. And then I fly out of LA Sunday at 5 o'clock in the morning to head back to Indy. So I got to drive all night.
Real red eye there.
Yeah, I'm going to be beat.
The epitome of the red eye.
Yeah, I'm going to be beat. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm looking forward though. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we could be checking you out on America's Got Talent then. Very good.
They said that I need a shtick. I need something that would sets me apart from other comics.
So the producers could be tell your story about how you grew up or nothing. Just tell me you grew up in Center Grove Estates.
Yeah, I grew up in Center Grove Estates. And there's a rich kid. Nice. Another kid who needs more. Another victory. No. But yeah, no, they don't know that doesn't sound like a... if somebody if you were meeting a girl and she's like, I live at Center Grove Estates, you're like, damn, this girl's got money.
Then you go
and then you pull into the neighborhood and you're like, oh, it's a trailer park.
All right, so this weekend though, this is the big weekend before you head out to LA.
Yeah, this is fun.
We're gonna be out there at Jokers.
Yeah.
Ray headlining.
Yep, I got me headlining. Mike Eshak is featuring. He's my buddy from LA. He's flying out here to feature, and then we're gonna go back.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Eshak's funny. He's a finalist at the World Series of Comedy. He's a fantastic comic. He was just on some new TV show called Detroit or the Detroiters or something like that. Yeah. He was on that.
Okay.
And I got my buddy Derek James, which is going to be supporting your guys' T-shirt at my show.
He was like, "Can I get a crew neck? I want to wear it during Ray's show." I was like, "For sure." Does he want one?
I don't.
Ever.
That'd be crazy. I don't ever want to wear one.
And so
I'll wear one and put tape over it.
Do you have people get tickets at Joker's? They get tickets beforehand?
Yeah, you can buy them at the door, but I think we're getting real close to selling out. So they need to go to,
both nights?
Both shows. So they need to go to ticketfly.com and search Ray Hensley. And they need to find, it'll give you a Friday or Saturday. You just need to pick that and buy your tickets.
All right, man.
Come out. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
Hell
yeah. A slew of guest spots coming out too. So
love it. BP will be there.
Oh yeah, I'll be in there.
You coming out?
Maybe I'll do the announcements.
I'll probably come. That's enough.
Can I do the announcements?
You can. That'd be fun. Because he always makes me do them. So like every time I go to Joker's to watch like shows if I'm not booked, and every time I go there, like the manager will try to like put me to work. We do this, and do this. Then I always have to do the announcements. I'm like, I don't want to do the announcements. And he's like, you're the only one who knows how to do them right. So I'm gonna tell him to let you do it. That'll be like
passing the torch. There you go.
He's good at it. And Ike always is like, he's not good at it. I want you to do it.
Every time I do him, he's like, you don't have to be that loud.
Yeah, I mean, the speakers are like shaking and getting that like distorted sound when he's doing it.
If you want Ben to do anything that's not trying to be the most hype thing ever, it's the wrong guy to ask.
Well, I went in there and he had his leg up on the soundboard. Ladies and gentlemen.
Kick the volume all the way up.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he's the only person in there that doesn't need a microphone, and he uses it to its full ability.
Give a few of these. Let's go. Boy, come on.
That's the only thing I do on stage.
Get out.
Yeah. And then breathe. He's got to do, let's go.
True, dude. I got to stop doing that.
I love it. Well, Ray, this is awesome, man. Glad you come back on. Looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah.
Best of luck with America's Got Talent.
Yeah. Thanks for having me out, guys. Appreciate it. Love you guys.
All right, man.
Let's talk.
Full show. We switched it up this week.
What do we? How many minutes are we in?
About 35, 40.
Cool.
30, 35. I don't know. Switched it up this week, though. I like it. Couple different interviews, just kind of talking.
Just funny.
That's
funny.
That's in studio, though, man. That's what happens.
What do you mean?
When you have an in-studio guest.
Hard to kick them out. You don't want to kick them out, but it's hard. It's hard to be like, all right, thanks, see ya.
Right.
Then you got to walk them out. It's like the walk of shame.
They say that's where we need to get an intern. They walk them out.
Hey, we got some of that brewing. We might have interns. Summer espresso internship. What are their responsibilities?
Good God, dude. That would be a cool internship for them. Don't know how much they'd get out of it. Don't know if the university would give them credit.
No, I think they'd get more out of our internship than any internship in the world. Seriously, that's real experience.
All right, so what's going on?
I think my face requires more lotion than anyone's in the country.
Really?
I lead the country in lotion pumps. Pumps per face.
Man, I don't put any lotion on my face. Maybe it shows.
How do you do it?
It probably shows, dude. I don't know. I never have.
When I wake up, go outside and come back, it feels like somebody glazed my face like a donut. It hardens, and then I smile and the whole thing cracks.
No, I don't have that. Maybe my lips, not my face.
Dry face.
I don't know about dry face.
Super Bowl this week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's your
dude? I want a vacation at the Super Bowl every year. That's what I want to do the rest of my life. Wherever the Super Bowl is, I go there for that Super Bowl week, and that's a vacation.
Rich people do that.
I bet.
They go to the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah, like famous people, celebrities, or just like regular rich-ass people.
Just rich people. Could you imagine that? Like the party Indianapolis. I can't believe we're still talking about that. I think about it all the time, honestly.
What do you mean? That was like the greatest week ever.
It really was. That every year, everywhere you go.
Yeah, it's a different location, so it switches it up. That's so fun. And I hate when people are like the energy, but the feeling in and around that is unreal, dude. I long for that. I'm like,
when you're not even
there.
there.
Super Bowl energy.
When you're not even there.
Right.
Like this Sunday here, everybody's at the store.
It's a Super Bowl. Like the Kroger's and everything's got that football.
Kroger always has that stupid display.
The Pepsi football display. And then like the Lay's chips or the field goal post.
Mellow Yellow makes this.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Let's watch some ball.
What's your plan?
I don't know.
Super Bowl plan.
I think.
Give me your whole day.
Well,
Come on.
I have Jersey Johnny.
Let's do this.
I have Jersey Johnny.
No, you got to be like, wake up. Give
There
us,
is that
paint the picture.
Listen, you have that special feel on very few days out of the year. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, your birthday. Super Bowl is one of those days. So when you wake up,
even if you don't like football, you're like, you know it's the Super Bowl.
Right, because it's such an event where you're going to be hyped about those commercials. Maybe you'll get a preview in there. Star Wars 9 coming out, preview on that night.
There always is. There's always a banging movie preview.
The commercials are always something to talk
King.
about. And I think too, big for us, what we joke about a lot, it gives satisfaction and peace of mind for people to know that for at least half of the next week, if not the full week, they will have easy conversation topics in and out their day.
What was your favorite commercial?
Yeah. Did you see the E-Trade? I can't believe that puppy this year. Well, the Budweiser one really made me cry again. Like
the M&Ms. There's always M&Ms.
M&Ms,
always Doritos.
Clydesdale, Doritos.
Always a dog. Yep. Always a dog.
Something. Now, you know what's a big one now? A big Super Bowl commercial theme now?
Big GoDaddy. Remember that?
GoDaddies were nuts. Those Danica Patrick, like... Whoa.
Put her on.
Whoa. But no, they're like, it'll show like 10 seconds of one in the first quarter, and you're like, was that the full thing? Is that it? And then in the second quarter, they'll show like 10 seconds more. You're like, but they did part of that earlier. Is this a full commercial?
Do you think they have to pay twice?
And then like in the third quarter or whatever, they come out with the rest of it. That was that Eli Manning and Odell Beckham one last year. They like segment them, so they're like teasers throughout, and then they have a huge, big send-off. They have promos inside of they have promos for promos.
What's the best one
Super
of all
Bowl
time for you?
Man, I always love the Terry Tate linebacker, office linebacker.
Yeah, it's good.
That shit was so funny, dude. When he lights those people up for not cleaning up the microwave.
That's good.
Oh, dude. I'm a little emotional. I like the Budweiser ones. Those get me.
It's always third quarter when that comes on. I'm already pissed. If they did that early, it's always the commercials right after the national anthem before the kickoff. I think those are prime time spots.
Because everybody's watching.
Right then. Like Britney Spears had a Pepsi one, like right after the national anthem. I was like, oh.
That is what's wild, too, is that think about the first commercial break when, like you said.
It's pop off time,
it's like,
man.
This is it now.
Why do they only have banging commercials during the Super Bowl? Why don't they do it for anything else? Like, what if they
180 million people of the 320 million in this country are watching?
I think, what if you promoted a show and you're going to be like, and there's all sick commercials during it? I think that would get people to watch.
Yeah, but then that's like
America's Got Talent or something.
Right, but then that's added pressure. That's like, man, so not only do we have to put on a show, but our ads have to be banging too.
But you think sponsors would like that?
Right, and you always wonder why you get why they bring out the big guns for the Super Bowl, but why don't they do more cool shit regularly?
Yeah, I've never seen an M&M's commercial outside of the Super Bowl or Doritos
or the Christmas one. An M&M's Super Bowl commercial and then the Christmas one from 1996 every year. You know which one I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, like Santa, they sneak up on Santa. You know what it is.
There's always a sexy M&M. That green one with the lips. Every time.
Just put
Can't
lips
wait
on
for the
anything
Super Bowl.
now. You know what they need to bring back, though, is the Super Bowl logos that identify with the town and the number.
What are we doing?
I don't understand, man. Like this just uniform nonsense that the NFL's coming with.
It's like a trophy and a couple Roman numerals.
It's a trophy, and then it's just the LII.
Trophy and then a Rocky movie.
This year it'll be LIII.
Lie.
And there's not even like the stadium or anything. Maybe there'll be a stadium sometime.
Man,
it's all silver, and it's all it's the same thing.
It's unidentifiable.
What would what would Indy's be if they came back?
Jesus Christ. A tire with I don't know. It's always going to be racing.
What if they did it? Yeah, it will be just because it's Indianapolis. If it was Indiana, maybe they could make the case to make it like a basketball tie too, kind of.
This is a project. This makes me think, like, what is the All-Star game going to be here? Because they do that for the All-Star games.
Ooh.
They do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So Indianapolis is going to have to be something. What is Indianapolis besides racing and like everybody? I don't know.
Racing
Corn?
and basketball.
Yeah.
Racing, basketball, corn.
I guess
the outsider. Like what would appeal to the most? If the Super Bowl was back and they did like the old style logos. You're right. A tire.
What was our condiment for our state? Isn't it like Frank's hot sauce?
No, I thought it was something with mayonnaise. But I think that a tire would definitely be involved somehow.
With flames. God damn it.
Could a backboard work?
I think we can. I don't think they want to mix the sports, you know?
Yeah, it's probably bad. But I mean, IndyCar, like, it's not basketball, but it is a sport. I don't know. We can figure that out. We're gonna find out soon enough with the All-Star game coming here in a couple of years.
That's a party.
So that'll be wild. But yeah, they'll come up with something. Most likely checkered theme. Most likely having a little bit of a tie to the IndyCar, which that's probably what it's gonna be.
Super Bowl halftime show. Dripping or tripping?
Oh, we're hopping into that.
I don't know. Should we?
I got a couple things left and very hot I want to talk about real quick.
Okay, come
before
on.
we get into the ESPRESSO Award nominees.
Oh!
Breakdown. Have you seen any of the stuff with the Ted Bundy tapes?
I just read about it because I saw it in your rundown for the show, and I had no idea what was going on with it.
Did you know who Ted Bundy was before that?
No.
Yeah.
Thought he was like a backup quarterback for the Eagles or something. Did you?
Yeah, dude. It's like Ted Bundy.
Where'd you hear? I've heard about him in like some rap songs, but where did you hear? Like history class?
I don't know.
You watch movies.
That kind of stuff.
I lose a lot from that.
I grew up in, I don't know. I mean, like my dad always would tell me about stuff, and I'd be like, "Oh wow, no way."
Yeah, what did my dad tell me when I was a kid?
Yeah, like your dad's just
want to watch a League of Their Own,
watching film and fucking up words. That's what your dad is doing.
That's it.
You kind of look like Ted Bundy though. That's just
I
a weird
thought
thing.
that when I saw that. I was like, that looks like me in the Rent a Boyfriend video.
When his hair's a little wild, kind of, and a little poofy, you could pull off a Bundy for sure. And that's not really a compliment, but Zac Efron's playing him, so I guess that's not bad.
That's
for
good.
you. Yeah, that's in a weird sideways way. It's kind of good that you look like
Zac
Ted
Efron.
Bundy. Yeah, you look like Zac Efron, who looks like Ted Bundy, and he's playing him. Anyways, though, in this Netflix show that I'm watching, it's weird because everybody's like, you never saw it coming. You never knew with Ted. He's always a good-looking guy. He was charming. He was handsome. But I'm like, you knew this dude was a little off when he described parties as beer drinking outings. Like
instead of saying parties,
he was like,
there always is a tell about a guy that's gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, in his tapes,
it's always is something exactly like that. Like they say something completely different.
In his tapes that he was talking in jail, he said he's like, yeah, I was a good kid. I was involved. I didn't partake in the beer drinking outings. Huh? Hey, let's get together for this beer drinking outing.
No,
okay,
thanks.
You're a freak. Gotta mass
70.
murder people, and you did.
Beer drinking outings? No shit. You don't want to go to that? Listen to those words. Staying home, dude.
What else? Do you have anything else? I had a bad look for
I
my
got some stuff. What's up?
I got a picture with Chris Ballard last week. He was in studio. I was trying
to figure out who that was for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a hat on.
Yeah, but
it
was a bad look. It was one of those where I was like, it was a funny picture and it was cool because he was like pointing at my Steelers hat. But I'm like, man, bad angle.
For you?
For me.
I thought it was a bad angle for him.
I thought it was a bad angle for both, but I was like, cool. Like he was pointing at the Steelers hat. That's the point. But don't you hate that, man? When like you have something that
you
you
can't
really
get a retake.
You can't get a retake, and
but
like
it was natural, right?
Yeah, but still, I'm like, man,
I think natural picture tops.
It was like I was laughing. I was genuinely laughing in that picture. I'm like, God, is that what I look like when I laugh?
I didn't think that when I saw it. I was just like, who the fuck is that?
I guess that is a good distraction from my undercarriage that was going on with my laugh.
Undercarriage.
I mean, but what the hell, dude?
You're DC?
Isn't that the worst when that happens?
Oh, you got heavy double chin. Dude,
Yeah.
everybody has a double chin.
Yeah, you
now.
get a little double chin, but it's like, God, man, I'm like, I don't want to look like that when I laugh, and it's a cool picture, and I had like a funny caption for it and stuff, so I was gonna post it, but I'm like, been working out, and I don't want. I'm working out for that. Like that's what I'm
It's
looking
been
like.
like a week, dude.
Like 2 weeks, man. I've been going hard every day.
Natural double chin, dude. Everybody has it.
You're right at the worst angle. You know, you catch it in the wrong sunlight, the worst angle. Everybody has one.
Just
Even
a-
Zac Efron.
Terry Crews double chin.
Yeah,
Promise.
for sure. You have anything else you want to hop into before ESPRESSO Awards?
Indy 500 lineup.
Saw Skrillex.
Skrillex, Alesso, Elenium, and Chris Lake. It's like that was a last-minute ad on the commercial. Snakepit, Skrillex, Alesso, Elenium, and Chris Lake. Like they forgot to put it in like the audio guy.
Yeah, no, they'd have a real cool voiceover for all those other guys like you just did, but then they just have to get like Doug Bowles to just say the Chris Lake thing.
Lake. Who's? I don't know him, man. Every year,
they get wild ones, but
give me one.
Skrillex is pretty well known, but I listened to some of his music when I was writing up a blog about it this morning, and man, that was a seizure
Heavy?
waiting to happen.
Who can just listen?
Like that's what it sounds like, bro.
Who can just listen to that casually? Like if you're in your car at a red light, who's listening to that?
Ted Bundy.
Me.
Whoops, a little too much Ted Bundy talk. Okay,
EBT. We interviewed like 4 comedians. This is the funniest thing we've said.
Yeah,
TBT.
TBT. Not Throwback Thursday, just a little Ted Bundy.
Super Bowl halftime though. Maroon 5, Travis Scott, Big Boy.
Uh-huh.
You down?
I'm down. I'm really down. It's a good mix. It hits on everything.
How about
It'll be,
Big Boy slipping in there?
Yeah, it'll be wild to see.
You know there's going to be somebody else too. You can't have 3 guys.
It'll be wild to see how they dial it up. You know, what they're going to call it certain situations. They're going to come out with Maroon 5, but then you're going to be waiting, like, how are they going to mix this in with Travis Scott to come out?
There's got to be a girl showing up out of nowhere, right?
I don't think so. They got 2 black guys and white people. Like, they're fine. They're probably
Just
will
Britney
be,
Spears
but
come down from the ceiling.
That's just so that's too much.
You think?
Maroon 5 is already a band. Then you throw in Big Boy. Then you throw in Travis Scott. Then we're getting a girl. Like, whoa. It's a show choir.
I think it's got to be too much. It's a Super Bowl halftime show.
But I'm saying that already is too much. Like it's already enough.
Got to have a girl's voice on it, man.
No. It's nothing against women. That's fine. But Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, they all had their shit.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Just throw Britney Spears in there for a song, just so we can lose it for a minute.
You drive me crazy. Britney Spears, late 90s Britney Spears. There's some bangers.
Britney Spears is the biggest pop star ever, I think.
Britney Spears essentials, Michael Jackson. But what?
He's like it just seems like he's his own category. Like he doesn't qualify under pop star for some reason for me. He's like a different.
You know his nickname is the King of Pop, right?
For some reason I'm thinking like, I don't know.
I get what you're saying in terms that he's so big that you have him and then you have everybody else.
I didn't even file him under that.
Okay.
I was just thinking like Britney Spears,
As long as you want
Christina Aguilera, Backstreet Boys, like all
I'd
that
agree with
pop
that.
shit.
She's had a longer shelf life than all of them. She's still going.
Britney Spears?
Yeah.
She's coming out with hits?
I mean, fairly recently. I don't know
Yeah.
about 2018, 2019, but what's that one? Damn, that song. I love that one song. It's not Womanizer. I wanted to use it for one of our
I'm a Slave.
I wanted to use it for one of our Mother's Day videos.
Oh, no, we did.
Oh, Work Bitch. Yeah. That was
That's every spinning class too.
That was from 5 years ago. Give Me More is a banger. It came out 9 years ago, but that will freaking, you know what? We're not supposed to, but I'm going to do it anyways.
Here we go. Set your bike to 9.
Dude,
Stop.
What a freaking.
Go. This is like kind of a nightmare song.
This song's hot. That like vocal fry that Britney has. Nobody did vocal fry like
She
Britney.
sounds like a little baby about to cry.
Dude, when the chorus comes in, banger.
This is what you listen to?
Dude, I listen to this at a stoplight.
9:59 p.m. coming back from Steak and Shake.
Yeah. Just me, nobody else.
No doubt. You can't listen to Britney Spears with other people.
Not even RC. If I turn this
that's
on with
even
RC,
weirder.
she'd be like, "You're a freak. I'm out of this. You're gonna Ted Bundy me." I'm listening to that on the way home for sure. Anyways, I'd be down for Britney. You talked me into it. Yeah, bring Britney Spears out.
Just one little song. Or like maybe
Be
even
fine.
a teaser, just like one word.
Yeah, just a real cameo. Like what you'd see in a music video
Love
where it's
that
like,
kind of
holy
shit.
shit.
Just one line out. Disappears into the floor. But she has
Yeah.
a snake around her the whole time.
That'd be hot. You really thought about this.
I mean, what? No. I hate football.
Are you going to watch the game?
Yeah. Dude, I
I
can't
think-
wait for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. What are you doing for it then?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I might have to work. I don't really know. It's always messed up with work. But
that's true. That's
I kind
the
of want
one.
to throw it back and drive over to Coach P's house.
Yeah, I feel that. It is weird.
Stuffed crust pizza, man.
Well, I
That's why I'm
feel
doing
yeah.
it.
That's where the Super Bowl is like those holidays because weirdly, I'm okay with being with my friends, but deep down, I'd kind of rather just be with my fam. It's like it's a holiday. Like you want to watch the Super Bowl with your family, kind of. Maybe it's just
I do.
us.
I mean, that's because that's how you do it. I watched it with friends last year. Then it was money.
No, I know. and it'd
The
be
first
fun,
time I
but-
saw how stuffed crust pizza was made, really disappointing.
what do
They
what
just put
happened?
cheese sticks. You know, like those ones you peel.
No shit.
They just put those around the crust.
And then they roll it in there, and then they put it in the oven.
That's it.
Oh well,
I thought there was some crazy genius. I thought Britney Spears like made it every time.
ruined it for me, man. I was never a big stuffed crust guy, but not doing it now. All right, Express Awards. We got the categories. We told you that last week, the week before. We got the nominees now, too.
Let's hear 'em.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. First ever Express Awards. Got Best Guest, Most Underrated, Best Gas Station Snack, the Best Sound, and the Most Annoying Mispronunciation. We'll start with the Best Guest, and we're still thinking we might add one here. But nominees Murphy Lee, Pat McAfee, Nick Schnell, Miss Pat, Joey Brunk. And
All solid.
possibly, probably a Jeff Brom.
All fun.
Yeah. Fun.
Dude,
You
it's
get-
it's hard to be. That's what this is crazy though, because it's hard to be like entertaining over the phone.
yeah.
You could be.
You can have a best conversation like with Ray in studio, but phone, you got to really figure it out. You got to really bring it.
I mean, you can't use any face, no action. It's just all. It's
And they all were over the phone.
dude, they brought it.
Everybody, the best guest list was over the phone. We haven't had that many in studio, and the in studio ones are good. We've had a lot of good guests, dude. Like that.
I don't know how.
That basically friends
like,
post.
what if we
Hype,
hit
dude.
you up?
What do you mean? If like this show hit me up and I was an outsider,
Yeah, and you were like a newscaster for sports.
I'd be down. I'd be down because I think everybody like that is looking for a way to just let loose a little bit. Like, if they're going to go on a show, at any other station or any other
know
type of
that,
show,
yeah.
they know kind
We
of
gotta break 'em out of the
what's
shell.
going on. Right. So that's what I would look forward to. I get tired of the same old BS. You know what I mean? All right. Most underrated. You got these? You want to do a little alternate thing?
Yeah, hold on. I don't know if it's updated. Hold up. Give me more. Give me more.
Give me more.
Okay. Most underrated. Animal crackers.
Got them on
This
my
can be
place.
anything. Animal crackers.
Yep.
Christmas Eve.
Oh, Don't get me started.
National Treasure the movie.
Watch that anytime, dude.
It's a wild card. We've got Pringles in there, and we're thinking about one more, maybe Rice Krispie treats. Doesn't have to be food, can be anything.
I thought we were going with Papa John's breadsticks.
Or Papa John. I figured no one liked those but me, though.
No, I think people do. It's more so just a thing that I don't really like, but people do. And even I'll eat them when I'm really hungry.
Okay, we're keeping that in there.
Yeah. No. So, yeah, but that's Express. It's whatever it is, you know? It's whatever. It could be anything.
Papa John's breadsticks, just a straight up piece of baked bread.
Do you dip them in the cheese or the garlic or anything?
The marinara.
Oh, that's good, too.
Just
Papa John's cheese. Underrated. Not the cheese on the pizza, the cheese sauce. Yeah. Best gas station snack. Had some disagreements here, but I like the list. I think it's a good list. It's not just right off the top. Best gas station snack. Tasty cakes.
let's hear about this.
Tasty cakes?
Yeah.
They're kind of like you said, like the hood fruit snacks. They're kind of like the hood, in my opinion, like the hood Hostess cupcakes. They're like,
Because those are already kind of hood.
they're like 3 chocolate cupcakes, white icing over the top.
How big are they? Like
stuffed.
like mini muffin size?
Bigger than that. In between mini muffins and a Hostess cupcake.
You
So
get
they're a
3.
good size, and you get 3 of them.
That's your move.
Oh God, dude, they're killer.
That's your
They're
move.
so good.
What do they look like?
I just told you.
No, like with the outside and stuff. Like do they have
It's
frosting?
just like a chocolate cake, chocolate cupcake texture. Have a white icing over the top. The inside has white cream inside, whipped cream, whatever. And then they each have, on top of the white icing, they have like a chocolate drizzle. Might give me some tonight, dude.
You dipping them in coffee? What are you doing?
I haven't tried that. No, but I bet they'd probably be pretty
Just
good.
straight up. Tasty cakes
All
with
right.
a K?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Best gas station snack: Tasty Cakes, beef jerky, Sour Patch. Now here's a little difference here: Sour Patch Kids and then Zowers. So similar category, but definitely different. And the people who go in know that it's like, okay, I'm either getting some
Yeah,
Sour Patch Kids.
you gotta
or
be
I'm
a
gonna
real
get some
sour
Zowers.
candy person to know the difference between those.
And then lastly, a can of dip.
Dip. Or just any tobacco. Should we do that?
Sure. I think
Cigs.
can of dip kind of drives it home more.
If you just want a real buzz.
Yeah. Buzz,
If you wanna
buzz,
throw up.
buzz. Lightyear. All right, best sound. You got them?
Best sound. I got a lot here. I don't know what we narrowed it down to. This is just like the compiled list. Should I do it?
I've got what we narrowed it down to.
You wanted to say it?
Sure. AIM door opening.
What about door closing?
See, I like door opening
Door opening. When
because
you're-
it gives you that hope.
when
Door
you're-
closing, see ya.
Man, that was so abrupt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Talking
if
to somebody.
It's opening, that feeling you should get like,
You ever log back on to say bye?
yeah.
You must
For
have had some sick DSL, man.
What is
Not-
it? Oh, like easy to load.
Dude, I had to.
But then that wrecked the DSL, and my parents got pissed. Best sound: AIM door opening a Snapple.
That little pop, man.
Gets you.
And then under the cap,
Oh, like the
they
little,
got the like fun fact.
Yep. So you got the opening, the Snapple. You got the PlayStation noise. NFL draft sounder.
Is that the best like in program sound? You know, they make a little sound like when I guess it used to be the ticker thing was on the bottom of the screen wasn't up there all the time,
Mhm.
so you'd hear like doo-doo or whatever the what.
It's just when the pig's in.
I know, but like when
when the
you're
commissioner's
watching a
walking.
game or something, the ticker didn't always used to be going, so it'd make a little sound and you get updates. Maybe that's an old thing to say.
Yeah. No. I'm trying to. Fox kind of has some good. Like, Fox is just good about when they bring stuff up and in. They just do a good job of like.
Sounds like a robot thing.
Yeah,
That's the
definitely.
shit.
That's really cool. And then lastly, we were looking for one. I think it's one that a lot of people like. Good type on a keyboard.
It depends on the keyboard. We talked about this.
Depends on the keyboard, but like when it's a solid keyboard, it's got those good crunches. That's good shit.
Rollerblades on pavement? Where are we at that? I'm just kind of throwing these out here.
I'm just doing the ones that I have like in the graphics that I put together.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to maybe change your mind.
Then lastly, most annoying.
Hold on. Car driving on rocks. On gravel, like pulling in.
Yeah. I mean, some people might. It's not one of my favorite ones that I think of.
Okay.
But I can see where you're coming from. Most annoying mispronunciations here.
This is a picture of my dad. That's like my dad's X-Men power. That's where it's like Wolverine will like claw through a door, like Storm will like start a blizzard. My dad comes in, he's like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
And then that's his superpower. That's where like it drives people so nuts that he just has to talk, and people
they fall to the ground.
That's pretty funny. Most annoying mispronunciation. God, these are hard to even say because you hate them so much. Collar.
Oh my God.
For color.
It took me a second to put that in context. What's your favorite collar?
What collar shirt is your collared shirt? Huge.
What is going on
or
with
huge,
that, man?
dude?
Are older guys just like, are they allergic to saying H's at the beginning of words? How's it going? That was huge.
He's from Houston.
Houston. What's another one?
It's a huge game against the Houston Texans.
What is that? That's a trendy thing.
I mean, I know Donald Trump, he's big on the huge.
No, every older guy does that, man.
Yeah, it's
no
real.
H's.
I don't know.
Is it not part of that? Is it like Pluto to the solar system?
Heyo. Dude, it's all coming to my head. Like it's flashing in my mind about how many words.
Give me another one.
You could do it. Houston,
Evie.
huge.
It's really Evie.
Honda
Accord.
Happy Meal. Let's get some Happy Meals.
I'm hungry. Let's get some Happy Meals. Dude, what?
No more H.
Miami Eat. Let's get some Happy Meals. I'm hungry.
Or some Miami Eat. All right.
That could be a funny parody. Like when Shaq was on their team, that should have been the Miami Eat.
Huge. Oh God. Both.
Dude, fuck that. I'm done with this. I unfollowed us already.
What do you think? We get a little food, then some dessert? Yeah, we could do both.
What? Let's add an L.
Can we get some wings with the breadsticks? Or can we get some wings with the pizza?
Who threw an L in there? And why would you?
I think it's like...
When people do that, I just want to be like, spell it. Want to get both?
I think
both?
it's...
Spell it. Spell that. B-O-T-H.
There's an L in there? No. So get the L out of here. GIF for GIF?
Man, I'm guilty of that.
I always thought it was GIF.
How's it not? The G's and J's, when you're looking at words, that can be confusing. Like when people spell out G's sometimes and it's with a J, I'm like, Jez?
I do the G's. I do the
with
G's
a G?
with Jeezel. Oh, no.
Like
See, if I saw G...
A J and Jeezel. J-E-E-Z...
Yes, Jets.
J-E-E-Z-E... J-E-T-S Jets shot 53. See you guys next week. But J-E-E-Z-E-L looks like Jezel.
Yeah, that's how I spell it.
Like I'd have to look that up on Urban Dictionary.
And if you had G-E... Wait, did you say G or J?
J.
See, if I see G-E-E-Z-E-L, I would be like, Giesel? All right, then last one.
Jesus would be G-E-S-U-S.
Jeffrey with
Pray
a G.
to Jesus.
Jeffrey with a G. Geoffrey?
Dude, what is that? Who's his parents?
This is my son, Geoffrey.
My dad and my dad, his parents.
All right, last most annoying mispronunciation for the ESPRESSO Awards. Espresso. For espresso.
Nobody knows that one.
How many times? And it kind of worked in our favor for a little bit while we could use that song. Express yourself. Fit.
Even when we put this out, people won't know.
Yeah.
They'll think we're lying.
Still espresso. Why does their gear have an S and not an X?
People thought that. They're like, why'd you spell it wrong? I was like, okay. I'm going home.
Just life's work down the drain. Yeah, so Espresso Awards. When do you want to do that? Next week? Decide the winners?
Let's get some feedback on this. Maybe people have different ones and we can put them in perspective. Best sound. You got a sound? Anybody got a sound? Worst mispronunciation. That sucks when you mispronounce that word. I know there's a million more. Best gas station snack. These are still open, I think. Most
I
underrated.
thought we were posting tomorrow.
Oh, that's what you meant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then never mind.
I mean, people still comment and give their feedback, and that can help decide. But I just meant when you want to do the show that decides them. Next week, 2 weeks, doesn't matter. They're out there.
Yeah. We'll figure that out. Just like we figured out the mall Final Four.
College football playoff.
God, that's good.
Brought to you by Houston.
What is it with that? What's
Brought to you by the Collar Red. God.
Brought to you by both of our sponsors.
Oh, McDonald's too. Have you heard that?
Oh,
People
yeah.
say McDonald's.
McDonald's and
Brought to you by-
Arby's.
Oh, man. All right. I think we're good. We good?
On this whole show or
Yeah.
this part?
The show.
Yeah, that was crazy. We came out with headlines. What about dripping or tripping real quick?
All right. I got to get running. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
you're working out?
no. Oh, I am, but.
Okay, dripping or tripping, America's Got Talent.
Dripping. It's easy to watch as a guy, and every girl loves it.
Is it better than American Idol?
I think so. I think it is, yeah, because you got all sorts of shit coming out there. What do you think?
I think it is dripping. It's like completely entertaining. All right.
This one, I got one. This comes from Clint. Pro Bowl.
Dripping or tripping, Pro Bowl?
Now. The Pro Bowl now. Dripping or tripping.
Man, I like it. I think it is. It's not dripping, but I just want to stick up for it, man. I'm going to say dripping because I feel for it. Because it used to be after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It used to be in Hawaii. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, the after the Super Bowl was tripping, dude.
Do it in the week in between, and it's like closer now. Where is it now?
It's Orlando.
That's good. I like it. I like it being here, and I like the little games and shit, man. I always like
That
that.
stuff's dripping, but the game itself is tripping. I mean, it's so bad. It's unwatchable.
That's why they got to do all that shit during the week. What should they do? I think they should just play basketball.
I think they just do what they do. Have like that Sunday of the Pro Bowl. It should just be those games and contests. I'd rather watch that. Because the Pro Bowl now, dude, you've heard it. Everybody said it.
Oh,
but
didn't
it
we
is,
say this
you know?
before? They should switch. Like the defensive guy should play offense.
They kind of did that.
That, because, dudes love doing that.
Yeah.
Let me play quarterback.
Right. If you had like Von Miller playing
That would get
quarterback.
People
and
would watch that.
Ezekiel Elliott playing safety.
Everybody would get hurt.
That's all I got for dripping and tripping.
Okay, there's a mask that you can use when you're talking on the phone. It goes over your mouth and you plug like a cord into it and nobody can hear your conversation. Like say you're at Starbucks and you don't want to hear, you put this mask over your mouth. It wraps. It's like a Bane mask.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Dripping or tripping.
Tripping. Come on, man. Like,
You wouldn't rock that?
no, it's just part of it. Like people talk on the phone.
What
If
if
you're out
it-
in public, people talk on the phone.
What if there was like a Blue Cubs one?
No, and even surprisingly, not much
What
to
if you
your
could like get your player, like what if it said like Molnard on the back?
dude. What are you talking about? What's your chagrin? Even if it was Steelers or Cubs, I wouldn't want it, man.
A Cubs
Who's
catcher's
wearing a
mask
mask?
in Starbucks.
God.
Just a sec, I'm on the phone. Just in the corner wearing a catcher's mask.
I'd be more likely to wear it if it was like an old school style catcher's mask rather than just that one that goes over your mouth like you're in some weird like sex trap.
That's what it is.
Or it's like a dog that has a muzzle because it won't shut the hell up.
Sex trap, dude.
Sex trap Starbucks on the phone. I mean, I get it. Like, people don't want to bother people and you don't want to be annoying, or maybe you don't want people to hear your conversation. But I mean, then just do it in your house. Like, if you're out in public, that's what it is. People talk on the phone.
Sex trap that shit, man.
What you dripping on that?
It's tripping, but I want to wear it so bad. I want to sex trap so bad.
Yeah, you want to do it for your own bullshit. You don't want to do it as like, hey.
How funny would that be if you saw somebody with that?
I'm Johnny Thomas from, Wells Fargo Financial Bank, and I'm here to talk.
Just walking around with that?
Right. That's ridiculous. But you want to.
How funny is that?
Exactly. That's what you want to use it for, which is fine. But for everybody else, everybody who's working a normal job, who's going in 9 to 5, doing whatever they're doing, they don't need that.
Sex mask.
All right. Good show today. Shot 53. Brent Terhune, BrentComedy.com. Ray Hensley in studio. He's going to be out at Jokers with you. Bunch
Friday,
of other
Saturday.
people. Friday, Saturday. Show's almost sold out. Tickets are flying. So go to Ticketfly.
Ooh.
To get your Ray Hensley tickets for this weekend. Go check him out. He's a funny guy. He's an awesome guy. Does great stand-up. And
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
We forgot about talking about this last show. Let me know if I should stop talking about it now. Espresso voicemails.
Yes, yeah. We need to come out with that next week.
Okay.
And we post about it on, Instagram and everything to let people know. But that's something. Be able to send us a voice memo, whatever you want, question, comment, make fun of us, whatever, and we'll play it on the air.
Sounds really tight.
Yeah, we'll explain how to do that throughout the next week.
It can be a lyric. You can send us anything, but it has to be in a sex trap when you do it.
Enjoy the Super Bowl. It's going to be a huge game, and we hope
it's not too hot, or your pizza's not too hot.
And again, if you're going with pizza or wings, well, we hope it's both. Talk to you next week.
Peace.